Of countercultural heroes like that guy on the grill, in part because the media has tried to use the same tactics that really it's always employed whenever anything established threatens the establishment, right? First, you dismiss it. No big deal, it's fringe. Then you paint it as racist. Then you call it sedition. And then finally, you call for violence to derail the issue. And that is the impression that, of course, many came away with when they saw this tweet from Harvard professor and CNN contributor Juliette Kayyem. It was posted that actually urged authorities to slash tires in empty gas tanks. Joining me now, IWF fellow Jennifer Stefano. Jennifer, listen, you can see this happening a mile away. The playbook never changes, but it's still unseemly, isn't it?
It is, and the left always has to end up resorting to violence because their ideas don't work. I mean, look at that sweet man from that last interview. This is not some internal Canadian group like a Hamas that has been years of fomenting political discord. This is an individual, working men and women who just want their voices heard, and their elite leaders are not listening to them. This is not about vaccines. This is about individuals and their rights.
To that point, the owner of the Ambassador Bridge, which is the bridges in question, with all that like $300 million and $400 million a day and commerce goes through, it's many people don't know it's privately owned. He actually says he wants it resolved, but the first option would be to repeal the COVID-19 vaccine mandate for truckers. So why don't you think Trudeau will relent, particularly now at this point?
Look, I think Trudeau won't relent because of this. What are Canadians famous for other than maple syrup and ice hockey? Being the nicest people on earth. You have to be next level incompetent to piss them off this much. Trudeau doesn't know what he's doing. The leftist ideology sounds great in theory. It sounds great. But when you try to act it out, when you try to have a bunch of elites and you're going to tell people what to do, it never works. And he is now backed into a corner and he doesn't know what to do. And the only answer from his leftist elitist is, hey, commit acts of violence against citizens. Yeah. This is going to go.
Real quick, obviously President Biden has his hands full. Apparently he's going to try to have a phone call with Vladimir Putin to head off maybe an earlier invasion of Ukraine than many people thought. But he's also talked about this a little bit. What message should he be taking from this?
I think it should be that this is not about vaccines. These are average working men and women who want to go on with their lives and wanted to continue on with their lives. And it's not that they don't care about other people dying or being hurt. They just want to be able to make choices themselves. And if our leaders understood that and worked on protecting individual liberty, no more and no less, and recognized to work with human nature and not against it, they'd be doing a lot better. I think President Biden should take a message from that.
I think so as well. I really hope that happens. Jennifer, thank you very much.